very clear that what not to say, then how much to say and what to say. You should know, you should master that art. How much to say.
You just mentioned, I mean, now when we talk about communication and we are talking about womanhood, and you just mentioned in a couple of minutes back that you are celebrating your womanhood. Now, you are celebrating your womanhood. Can you really throw some light on this kind of a statement? It's a very big statement because normally, and why I'm asking this, women feel weak, they feel meek, and they are not enjoying the womanhood. How does it make different for us women? What's your message which can make women very strong in terms of enjoying the womanhood?
Conviction in yourself. First of all, we
Very dear.
women should
Hello?
not look for
Huh?
equality and not for priority always. Most of the times what happens, we go and fight for priority, rather fight for equality. That is something which one has to understand, that a man, you have to respect a man equally, the way you feel you should be respected. It is, don't take yourself to a situation.
You seem to be very positive.
Can't hear.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead, go ahead. I can't hear you in between, the voice is going.
Okay. Yeah, because even I think the connectivity
The
maybe.
internet was going in between.
Yes. So what I want to tell all women is, fight for equality. Fight for what you deserve. What is your right? Don't fight always for priority. You see, you cannot lead a dual life. One hand, you take all the priorities. You and then on the other hand, you say that we want to be equal. So if you're fighting for priority, how are you saying you are equal?
Yeah, here is another question that quickly coming to my mind is that did you ever get defeated in this process? Did you ever got a defeat, but then you got up? And when I say to fall is not a failure, it's only when you do not get up again. Was there a defeat? And how did you react to that defeat? How did you get up?
I don't think the number of defeats I got in my life, many people get. Starting from the school, from my work, at workplaces, and defeat in the sense not letting you do something which you can do. You cannot. I could not make them realize that yes, I can do it. So I have faced many defeats in life, straight from my school days, from to my personal certain relationships with my some of my relatives. And defeat is what? How do you define defeat? It's not that somewhere you could not succeed is always defeat. When the outcome is not very positive, that can also be defeat. It's not
Fantastic.
that
What is
you
women
have
empowerment for you?
women.
What is women empowerment for you?
Women empowerment for me is saying with conviction, living with conviction, celebrating your existence in this world, not caring for anyone to celebrate for you. You celebrate yourself. You don't
Yeah.
have to wait for your family members to come and say, oh, you are great. Your peer group saying, oh, you're great. Your officer saying, oh, you're great. You do something where you yourself feel you are great.
Some more rapid questions for you. Do you see the space now getting increased in terms of women empowerment and people are ready to take more challenges?
Sorry, can you repeat it?
Do you see this space getting increased now, wherein people have the courage or conviction to take it forward? Or
Yes, yes, of course, of course, of course. Time is changing. There are a lot of pull from behind. You are getting pulled, but people maybe today's things days have changed. It's not 50 years back, as you said. The amount of resistance my mom faced, I did not face, but even I faced many. So maybe the next generation will be even more. They'll be luckier. Time is changing, but who will change life? Who will change the days? It's for us to change. I cannot expect only Dr. Bakshi will come and change my life. No, I have to change my life. And for that, I have to be ethical. I have to be virtuous. I have to be strong. I have to stand up with, live with some values. Then only I can fight and
Fantastic.
talk big things.
Fantastic. You know, we have this concept of hashtag women power, a global movement, wherein we would have 100,000 women with us by December 21, irrespective of caste, creed, color, nationality, and religion around the world. And when you see these women, you can see women from Afghanistan, from Durban, from Bangladesh, from Malaysia, from US, from Canada, from any part of the world. They are part of us. So, you know, today this lady from Afghanistan could not join. She is the chapter in charge from Afghanistan, Farooq Unichizada. So she has been doing a lot of work in Afghanistan. And when, when we have this kind of an movement wherein Dr. Kiran Bedi has already committed herself to be supporting us. Many women are coming to support us. Next Saturday, coming Saturday, I have an interview with Shazia Emily, well-known BJP leader from Delhi, and then so on and so on. There are going to be a lot of interviews with people. What is your commitment to me? Personally, I am the Honorable Women title, and I am driving this globally with at least 20 countries to start with. What is your commitment to the women power global movement?
I think it should be two-pronged. One is reaching out the grassroots level first, and going and telling them, because they are the people who we really need to give a helping hand. So one will be working towards there are many avenues we have to categorize, how to reach them, which are the categories, because your approach cannot be same for everyone. If you're going, I'll tell you, there are many, I have just joined this police commissioner of Cyberabad. He has a council called Society for Cyber Crimes. So there I am a member. He has just included me. So we find that many IT professionals, the girls, they are all software engineers, but they are, you don't know how they are being harassed because they don't know their rights. So that is something, and which surprises. So as you have to reach the grassroots level, you have to go and reach the corporates. Also, you have to reach the corporate houses also to tell about women right, and to get more Dr. Bakshis there. My first, I think, target will be to get more Dr. Bakshis who can be very proud to call themselves women leaders.
Absolutely. Now, Varsha, can you quickly share the Women Power 2 slides before I go to open up for the audiences?
Yes,
Because
yes, sir. So just
Anitya's journey of excellence is brilliant. Have a look of this audience, as well as there is already now, I see Farooq here. She is the chapter in charge from Afghanistan. I see, we have chapter in charge, Jennifer from Malaysia already there. And I am seeing Yon already there. And I think some other chapter in charge. So let's look at this. Have a look of this audience as well as Anitya. Yeah, can you put it on a slideshow? The second slide.
just minute.
Look at this, Anitya. Women, whopping wisdom of leadership traits, opportunities to nurture talent for excellent Trentos, mastering the art of women empowerment, enlightening perseverance for women's social justice, nurturing women to be powerful, passionate nation builders. Next one. That's women. Power. Partnering with other genders equally to promote excellence, ownership of leadership attributes and behaviors to drive performance, willingness to shoulder equal and enhanced responsibilities and accountabilities, establish smart goals with commitment of action for deliverability, regenerate the essence of women power with focus on project and financial management skills to excel in competition. That is the women power, Anidita. That's the women power. Now look at vision, mission. Empowered woman living a dignified and safe life with opportunities for growth, development, and well-being. The mission. Promote holistic development of women through well-researched interventions for empowering women to become change enablers for community by supporting them to develop to their full potential. And the values are CARE, courageous and compassion, authentic and agile, resilient and robust, empowered and equality. That is what our movement is. And the countries we are already in now, India, Afghanistan, Australia, Canada, Denmark, Fiji, France, Germany, Indonesia, Laos, next, Lebanon, Lithuania, Nigeria, Singapore, South Africa, Spain, Thailand, Turkey, United Kingdom, USA, and UAE. So this is our movement. I would like you to give me, can you move on this? I would like you to give me a commitment to be with me on this journey. Ireland, whether it's going to be Durban, anywhere.
If I can bring in a positive change of growth, development, and and untapped potential, to recognize the untapped potential in a woman and bring her up in a society in a better life than what she is. Even one woman, I will be extremely happy. And
I
as I
salute
said,
you for that.
and as I said,
That is the power.
as I said, it will be two-pronged approach. One is to bring bring in empowerment in people, and one is to get more and more Dr. Bakshis. Otherwise, things will not happen.
I will
not change.
go my head before you because I believe, see, I lost my mom last year, and I want to tell you about my background. I lost my father when I was 12 years old. My mom struggled, she was 41 years old. And till last year, she was with us, and she made all of us to educate and struggled. She is my number one women power of my life. And I go before her. And then the sister, I lost another sister. She has been a darling sister of mine. We were partner. And I have many colleagues who have contributed to my life as women power. Whether they assisted me or they were my superiors, but most of them were my subordinates. But I made them reverse mentoring also to do. So I have been into that kind of women power, this thing, and this has been one of my most powerful thing to create. I don't have a daughter, but I always talk about people that I am very strong women power supporter, and all these people who are associated with me know about it. Having said that, I would like to see some questions coming in. Sudeep Saxena says, Sudeep Sharmaji, in a society of like-mindedness, men and women are same, and that's acceptable. But in a major part of world, it's a family culture or a belief that women needs to be handling household work and children. How to make them mind change or make them understand the value of women in society in that culture. Women wants to do something what she loves. She has to face that mental block in her own family. Yes or no? I mean, this is not a question. Sir, you want to respond to this?
Yes, I will just add further to it. See, there is nothing wrong if a woman is very happy in her own world of a homemaker. There is absolutely nothing is wrong. Maybe there she has some targets. There she has some dreams. Empowerment is fulfilling one's dream. So her dream is fulfilled. Nothing bad in it. If she is happy and that is what she wants to do, there is absolutely nothing bad about it. If she wants to do something different and she is not being able to, there comes the helping hand which is required for her. And let me tell you another thing. Most of the time, where it goes wrong in taking this culture forward is we are most of the times reactors than leaders. We have to be leaders after we have reached a certain after we have crossed a certain number of years in our profession, in our life. It is now our turn to be leaders. So most of the time we become reactor to a situation. If we are leaders, then it can be a consistent approach.
Yeah, anyone can even ask for a question. I am putting everybody here on this show. Yes. Achan in Narula, you can unmute yourself and ask. Jennifer, you want to ask anything?
Yes, can you hear me, Dr. Bakshi?
Yes, can we see you on video?
Let me see, raise hand, chat.
You can ask anything to Anindita.
Yes, 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 very important.
And Jennifer, get ready. Kunichizada, get ready.
Yes, I think women empowerment begins at home. As her life, you know, her father has been very supportive. So we need to change the attitude of all the fathers in the world to support the ladies at home. And that's very important. How do you do that? How do you change the attitude of a grown-up man so that he understands that women are equally important as the men? Guru Nanak Dev Ji, 550 years ago, said that women have equal rights. And just remember, 550 years ago, he proposed that women are as equal as men. They are as good and they can be as men. So how do you change this attitude of the fathers of the world? Please, I'd like to hear your comments.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for putting up this question, and thank you so much for participating. It cannot. Let us be very practical and real. It cannot happen over the in one day. This is a revolution. It has to happen over the years. So as a child, at least if I'm talking about a situation where we are talking about the present, we are seeing empowerment around. So a man of this mindset, I'm sure he is again very, very dominating towards his wife, to the child's mother. So first is put a break there. Protest. Showing respect in a very methodical way, in a very structured way. First, charity begins at home. So first start there itself. If you feel that no, you are no less than a child, but you're being stopped, maybe it's a revolution, as I again said, but it has to start from somewhere. And it cannot be, you cannot be successful in a week or 10 days, or maybe it will take years. But slowly you have to inculcate the idea, the concept through different ways. Counseling. If required, I'm being little harsh, if things still are not changing, and it can lead to some mental torture and physical torture, go ahead and take it to the right authority. Go ahead. If you kill yourself in the typical taboo of what people say, which means you yourself has not changed, you have to break free from that social taboo of what people will think. What is more important for you is your existence, your mother's happiness, your happiness. If the male of the house is behaving anti, you have to take it forward. If required, take legal help, take judicial help. There is absolutely nothing wrong in it to protest for something which is wrong. You can be an example to create another example.
Fantastic. Achanin, Kapun Mark.
Yes. Yes, yes. But, you know,
tell me.
Dr. Bakshi, very quickly, but the judicial system is so slow, then, you know, I mean, there's no justice. Delayed justice is no justice. It becomes a challenge.
I know.
So seriously, Dr. Bakshi, you are the one who has to change India.
Yeah, you see what we are doing now. We have started, I mean, each one of us, whatever life we have left, We have to do something, keep on doing something. It's like a hammering effect. Continuously keep on reinforcing.
It's an ever-growing process. It's an
Yes.
ever-growing process.
Yeah, I will say even next 50 years, sorry to say this, it will take another 50 years in the world to women to get that kind of an empowerment.
Yes, absolutely.
Even in developed countries, forget about the developing countries. I have seen Afghanistan, I have seen Africa, I have seen Bangladesh, I have seen Laos, Cambodia. I mean, we at Thailand give much more importance to women. Even in India, some of the places we give a lot of importance to women. And having said that, I feel very proud. But then there are various challenges in the society.
See, we have to abide by certain societal norms, because see, change to a judicial system also will take a lot of time, and I'm sure in many countries it is not a very conducive atmosphere. As I fully agree, it's a very valid point you have made, that a delayed justice is no justice. But there are countries we have seen the justice is so fast and harsh, there is no even proper trial. So that is again another extreme, which is not really welcome. As I said, that in my house, it is my small contribution towards empowerment. For whom? For two people whom I have not even seen. Maybe someday my sons will marry and bring two girls. So they will know that this is how a household work. We all have to work. As they are contributing to everything in the house, they are seeing their dad contributing to every aspects in the house physically. I mean, forget the financial part, physically. So they also know that we have to equally lead a helping hand to our wives when they come.
Thank you so much. Deepak Sharma ji, can you unmute yourself? You have a question. Mr. Deepak Sharma? I think he's not able to unmute himself. Okay, anybody else has a question? Our Jennifer from Malaysia, anything you want to ask?
Okay, can you hear me? All right.
Yeah, we can hear, we can't see you.
Okay, I think that empowerment should begin from home, and especially at the young age of a girl, because we as a parent or adult, we must teach them or lead them or guide them to start to love themselves and respect themselves first. From there, they will have a self-confidence.
Beautiful.
Yes, to become a young adult as a woman. Once they have the confidence, they will have more power to conquer all the things that throw to them. I believe that's where they must start from home,
Sure.
start begin young age.
Absolutely.
Nindita?
Love and respect. These are your voice was not very clear, but I think you meant love and respect. And these two are the golden words.
Absolutely.
These two are the golden words. Rightly, you have hit the chord. Rightly, you have hit the chord. These two are the golden words. But
Yes.
what happens is typical, it is sometimes easy for us to say, because now we live in a more or less a comfortable economic cushion around us. But people who have to strive hard to get the day's meal, empowerment, teaching them empowerment becomes even more difficult. So there is where we have to go to the grassroots. That's exactly what I have said. That our expanse should be from the grassroots level to the we have to, maybe we can give a very nice innovative creative name to the campaign if required.
Yeah, I believe that it must begin from home first. Love and
My God.